Pleasant good morning to our constant listeners to the Cooperative Voice. Those of you in Radio Land, if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. Those of you listening via social media, NCCU Facebook page, MO News, DBS Radio, or Q95 FM, we would like to say a special welcome to each and every one. Today is a lovely day and we have every reason to thank God because we are in the land of the living. The Cooperative Voice program highlights the role of the cooperative movement in Dominica. And this program is made possible with the kind compliments of the Dominica Cooperative Societies League in collaboration with the credit union movement in Dominica and MLajan mobile wallet. Today on the Cooperative Voice, I will be speaking with Mrs. Shari Pascal Maroni, marketing manager at the NCCU, who will be speaking with us about different things, but highlighting the summer program for the little one. There's also a business training seminar that took place, that will be taking place tomorrow, actually, on the 10th and the 11th at the DPSU. The back to school loan, and your learn while you earn loan. And I'm sure as the day progresses, she will give us some information on anything else that needs to be highlighted. Cooperators, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a break for commercial sake and we'll be right back.
Send me money. Receive money. Send me money. No more hassle. MLajan. Send me money. Send me money. Receive money. Receive money. MLajan. It's safe and secure. MLajan. You want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. MLajan. It's a new digital financial service brought to you by the Dominica Credit Union Movement. Introduces a new wallet solution, MLajan. Top up friends, pay bills, make shopping easy, extra secure. Sign up is absolutely free. MLajan. You want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. MLajan. Download the MLajan app today. See your credit union for more details. MLajan, your mobile payment solution. MLajan.
Okay, welcome back everyone to the Cooperative Voice. Mrs. Maroni, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Mrs. Maroni, tell us about the back to school loan that is being offered at NCCU. We would like to know the requirements, who qualifies for that loan, what is the interest rate on the loan, if there's a grace period. So give us all the information that we need today on the back to school loan.
Okay, so firstly, I want to say good morning to everybody listening and to say thank you to the league for having me on the show today so we can discuss all things pertaining to school and education, basically.
Right.
The back to school loan is no stranger to the school time or back to school time from the NCCU. It's something that has been around for a little bit. It is at 8%. There's some information that would be seen as I'm speaking because it's there in the background, right, at the back of me as well. But it is offered at 8%, and you are able to borrow money for, or access money, as we say, for school expenses and certain things that you're not able to do. I mean, because it is expensive, especially when you talk of getting textbooks and when you have to get things like laptops and even tablets and uniforms, shoes, and then if your children are how I was as a child and they have growing feet. I don't want to say big feet.
I can
They
identify
have
with
growing
that.
feet. Yes, on the taller side, then it's really expensive and it is difficult to actually find the supplies that you need. So this is where the back to school loan from NCCU comes into play.
Okay. Is there, after the person has accessed that loan, is there a grace period?
Well, everything with the NCCU, because again, we are speaking from a cooperative, a credit union, and we are our whole goal is to improve the lives, the quality of the members of the general
Mhm.
public, whoever comes and accesses these facilities. You will be able to have a discussion with your loans officer. So there are set repayment terms. You pay over 36 months, but of course everything is a conversation. You come in and then the payments are made affordable The monthly payments are made affordable to the member, and as I again, there are no fees. There are no fees in all of this, so it is something that we try our best to allow the membership to be able to access without feeling the pressure of the payment. So it's all in a conversation. I like to say everything is in a conversation because things are there sometimes set, and you come in and you have a conversation and you just never know.
Mhm. I see that it is set at a maximum of 3,000, but probably somebody has twins, for example, or maybe two children in different forms
Hmm.
going to school. So if the person were to come in and say, I really need a loan, but instead of one child, I have two children,
Hmm.
can I get maybe 5,000?
Hmm. And I'm pretty certain that that has happened. We have situations where maybe a parent, where you were expecting, and your situation went from having one or expecting one to three. I mean, that is
Hmm.
a challenge. You were not prepared
Hmm.
for that financially, while you were prepared for maybe the one you were expecting. Three now or two that's a completely different conversation. So
Hmm.
again, the key word there is conversation. So you
Right.
don't just sit and say, because it may not necessarily be that specific loan facility that will allow you to be able to get the extra.
Right.
However, there must be something that the NCCU can do for you. So it may not be a back to school loan for
Hmm.
that extra, or maybe even the entire amount, but there is something, there is a loan facility that you would be able to take advantage of to be able to get the supplies and the stationery and everything you need for your children to go back to school. So never sit and say, oh well, they said it's 3,000, that's it.
Hmm.
Everything must have a cap. You go
Yes.
in business, in life, you have to have boundaries. In life, you
Yes.
have to have a cap in business, where especially when you're talking about money. So it can never be just open. There must be
Yes.
some cutoff, but everything is with constant communication and conversation. And I always like to say, have a conversation with your financial institution. It is one of the best things you can do, is to have a good relationship, open lines of communication with your financial institution.
And as we speak, can someone go today to NCCU and say, I would like to access that loan?
Yes, yes, you are able to come in. It is still the back to school period. It's a little late, but it is
Hmm.
still back to school period. I mean, we're seeing the lines at the bookstores and at the uniform suppliers, and even the seamstresses and tailors right now. So it is
Hmm.
still back to school time. So you just need to bring in the acceptance letter and the book list and anything else that is needed for purchase, so that you can have that conversation. So you come into the loans department of any one of the branches, or you call any one of the branches to have that conversation, set an appointment, get more information if you need, and you take it from there.
All right, fantastic. So I'm sure our listeners are taking notes. What about the learn while you earn? Is
Yes.
that for tertiary education or?
Yeah, it's tertiary, and I know sometimes we place more emphasis on online.
Hmm.
But it does apply to if somebody is going to UE here, which technically is still an aspect of distance education, yes. But it is a little different because you actually have a classroom that you can go to. You have a physical building, as opposed to the person who is just doing this entirely on their own online. But it does apply to people who are in that situation as well, or chose that path as well. So tertiary education, you look into, you're headed out to a college that's of the state, or a university of the state. You're looking to do your bachelor's, your master's, your PhD, your doctorate, and you're able to do those things via distance, then this is the loan facility for you. And I speak highly of this one because I am a product of this one, I would say, for my own study purposes.
Okay, the interest rate on this one, is it 8% as well?
No, this one is at 10%. This one is at
Wow.
10%, yes.
Okay.
But it is
Nice.
very, it is something that again, because you are working, it is something that is very flexible, because you
Okay.
understand that you're not at a situation where you're leaving your income to go away. You're still
Okay.
making your income. So then the way that the conversation happens, it is something that actually works out very well for the working man or working woman in that
Ah,
sense.
okay. So that should be for somebody like me.
Yes, it could be for someone like you, or maybe like me that wants to do. I used to get teased by some of my friends who tell me that I like school. So I
Yeah.
would be doing one course and then researching another one at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, thinking, okay, this is going to be my next one. So it could be for somebody like me as well, but
Right.
once you find what you want, you get accepted. And the good thing about it is, back in the day, or like before, a lot of the schools would only accept almost like a lump sum payment
Yes.
for the tuition.
Mm-hmm.
Now it has changed. They are allowing semester payments, they're allowing
Yes.
monthly payments, they're
Yes.
allowing you to pay over a period of time, and some of them even give you back something, some money if you only pay, if you pay a certain amount.
Upfront.
So
Right.
yes, upfront. So there are ways of, working with the system. So you just have to do your research and find out. You get the information from the school itself, and then you come in and say, okay, I've been accepted into this program, and this is what I want to do.
Okay, that is fantastic.
Mhm.
I'm sure the people out there who would like to further themselves, but they can't like move physically and go
Right,
elsewhere. So, this
right.
is perfect. This is perfect for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about the summer program that you had. I know some of them ended yesterday, but there were some exciting things happening in the Masak school and in the
Oh
different
yes.
schools.
Oh yes. I let me tell you, I was tired. And a big shout out to teachers because
Hmm.
it's a calling.
Hmm. Yeah.
We had what we call, we observed in June our Youth and Green Month. Youth and Green Month in the sense that we place emphasis on the youth, but we
Hmm.
also place emphasis on the green aspect of it. So we were giving out a lot of tips to the membership and the general public on how you can save energy, reuse energy in terms of recycling, doing your own recycling at home, making
Hmm.
things make sense, cutting back on expenses and so on. With regards to the summer camps, we went to the Caring Hands summer camp at Goodall Primary School. We
Hmm.
went to the Art Summer Camp, which was held on Church Street with Shadrach Burton. We went to Miss Henry's 11th annual summer camp in Bath Estate, Massac Primary School summer camp at the
Hmm.
Massac Primary School, and we also took over the Eastern District Kids Hub, which was in San Sauve. So we took over what we call the summer camp takeover. So
Hmm.
we literally went, the days that we went in, we will that was our camp.
So you
So
actually hijacked the people's summer
we
camp.
hijacked their camps. They were fine with it.
Nice,
The
nice.
kids had so much fun. We brought a level of what we call fun education.
Hmm.
So they got a lot of information with regards to saving, why they should save, start from young. Those who do not
Hmm.
have accounts, those who do not have piggy banks, we encourage them to talk to their parents. If you normally spend $5 on snacks, spend $4, spend 4.50, put something aside and start now for a rainy day. And let me tell you, these kids are smart. The responses we were getting to some of the questions we were asking,
Hmm.
and then we had some games. It was just a lovely time, and it was education but fun at the same time. So, and they received, of course, they got their prizes, they got their tokens,
Of
they got their
course.
snacks, they got all their stuff. So it was a really, really, really nice time that we had with the children at those camps. We also did a youth product expo at the Castleberry branch, where we allowed young people who work with their hands, entrepreneurs who do different things, to come and showcase their products. So they came out, they had their tables, they had their umbrellas, they had everything. They came out and showcased that at the Castleberry branch, and we ended it up all with a mini youth outreach that
Mm.
we had with the community high school, and it was featuring Lakia Joseph from Nature Blends.
Hmm.
So they got a lot of information as to, having a passion, staying focused, not being swayed by friends, who are negative, being an optimist, and, just doing what they love and going forward from there. So the month in itself was action packed.
Right.
But it was definitely a success, and we are very happy that we were able to touch, the lives of some young people.
And I'm sure it was well worth it. And maybe some, I know for the community high school, they do have a credit union net, but
Yes.
probably for some of the other schools, maybe like the Sansove school, maybe that is something they can start
Mhm.
thinking about.
Exactly.
Having a credit union net to encourage the young children to save,
Yes.
and it really teaches them discipline, responsibility, being thrift, and all these things that go with
Correct.
it. Okay,
Correct, correct. Very true, very true. So that was something, it was a highlight for us. It was a highlight for
very
us.
good.
Yeah.
And you will not believe it, Mrs. Maroney. The time has come and gone. I
I
think we
know.
need to have another discourse with this. So I mean,
I
it's
think
really a
so.
pleasure having you today. But I mean, honestly, I'm really sad about the time. But Miss Samuel is there pointing the time
Yes,
at me. So I would just like to thank you for being here today. To all our listeners who was there, I mean, I'm sure that you were well informed. You can now go to NCCU and ask about your back to school loan or your learn while you earn. So I'm really happy that we had that discuss today. I just hope next time we can have another discussion
definitely.
sometime. So
Yes,
thank
it's
you so much,
all about
Mrs.
education
Maroney.
with you. Yes.
Thank you to
Thank
all our listeners. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Welcome.
MLajan, send me money. Send me money. Receive money. Receive money. Send me money. No more hassle. MLajan, send me money. Send me money. Receive money. Receive money. MLajan, it's safe and secure. MLajan, you want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. MLajan. It's a new digital financial service brought to you by the Dominica Credit Union Movement. Introduces a new wallet solution, MLajan. Top up friends, pay bills, make shopping easy, extra secure. Sign up is absolutely free. MLajan. You want to send your money to friends and family. No more standing in line. No more MLajan. Download the MLajan app today. See your credit union for more details. MLajan, your mobile payment solution. MLajan.